Hello, it's time to talk sports now. We'll begin on the home front. Katsina United defeated Heartland 3-2 in a thrilling Nigeria Professional Football League contest at the Muhammadu Diko Stadium on Monday. Heartland took the lead in the second minute through a superb strike from Bright Onyekachi. Senegal forward Boubacar Masai equalized for Katsina United a minute before regulation time. The visitors regained the lead in the 81st minute through Samuel Noshere. Masali scored for the second time in the game 2 minutes from time as the home team restored parity once again. Substitute Samuel Carlos scored the winning goal for Katsina United to secure the maximum 3 points. Meanwhile, the rescheduled game between Akwa United and Dhaka ended goalless in Uyo. Well, the year 2020 had so much in stock with major events expected to shape the year, but the COVID-19 health crisis altered the line-up of competitions as the world swiftly adjusted to a new reality. Well, as the year comes down to an end, TVC sports correspondent Emmanuel Akindaboa takes a look at how sports fared amid the pandemic.
The year started with lots of prospects and expectations as athletes and fans look ahead to a year loaded with high-profile events despite growing concerns about the virus which emerged from Wuhan, China at the end of 2019. The situation worsened into a global health crisis in March, forcing a total shutdown of sporting activities across the world. In Nigeria, the Professional Football League was suspended on the 18th of March after 25 round of matches with an eventual cancellation of the season during a virtual meeting of club owners in July. For months, sporting activities across the world were suspended as the world grappled with the ugly reality of a global pandemic at the start of a new decade. Notable events including the 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games were forced to postpone, while some were outrightly cancelled.
In order to safeguard the health of the athletes and everybody involved in the Olympic Games, and to make a contribution to the containment of the coronavirus, we agreed to postpone the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, to 21, latest summer 21.
In Nigeria, the biennial National Sports Festival could not hold during the year owing to restrictions imposed as a result of the pandemic, despite multiple postponements by the local organizing committee and the National Council on Sports, with a new February 2021 date proposed for the event.
Hello everyone, welcome to an echoing Signal Iduna Park.
In May, the Bundesliga triggered a restart of activities with matches played behind closed doors, as pressure mounts on major football leagues to resume owing to contractual commitments with television rights holders. Strict health guidelines were put in place as sports led a global recovery from the pandemic despite the absence of fans at stadia and matches played behind closed doors.
Champions again! Liverpool!
Amid the abnormality, the year gave the world some exciting and historic moments, with Liverpool's long wait for the Premier League title ending during the year. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton sealed the 7th Formula One world title, while Spanish tennis star Rafael Nadal equaled Roger Federer's 20 Grand Slam titles with his 13th victory at Roland Garros.
What can I say? Mamba out.
The loss of some iconic names during the year also cast some dark clouds on the year 2020 with the deaths of notable sportsmen. From Kobe Bryant to Diego Maradona and a list of players in the Nigerian domestic league, 2020 was no doubt a memorable year for diverse reasons. As the world bids farewell to 2020 in a few days' time, there are optimism that the coming year will bring back great memories and some glimpse of normal life in the world of sports. Emmanuel Akindaboa, TVC News, Lagos.
Let's turn our attention now to the English Premier League. Harvey Barnes scored for the second game in a row as Leicester City went second in the Premier League with another late point at Crystal Palace. Leicester had done the same against Manchester United on Boxing Day, but their trip to Selhurst Park did not start too well as Kelechi Iheanacho's first-half penalty was saved by Crystal Palace's goalkeeper Vincent Guaita. But they found their spark in the second half to secure a 1-0 draw and a point away from home. The results now sends Leicester City back to second on the Premier League table. That would be 3 points behind Liverpool. And elsewhere in London, Chelsea again dropped points after an uninspiring 1-0 draw against visiting Aston Villa. Meanwhile, Manchester City's Premier League game at Everton was postponed because of COVID-19 outbreak among their squad. It is the second Premier League game this season to be called off due to coronavirus outbreak. The first was the fixture between Aston Villa and Newcastle United earlier this month. Well, that's sports at the moment. Breakfast show continues very shortly. Stay with us.